Hey, babe. I hope that you had a wonderful birthday. Anyone tuning in, this is the Dear Jane series. All these actually are made for Jane, but you all just get to benefit from them. That being said, since you do get to benefit, and Jane paid for these and you didn't, it would be nice if y'all threw some cash and money in just to say thank you. But again, it's not required. We just welcome it. That being said, it allows us to do more community events, all of the things. When we have more money, we can pay more teachers, and it just continues to be put out into the economy of wellness here in Montana and across the United States, quite honestly, because I could pay a lot of teachers to be doing awesome events everywhere. I just need the capital to do it. So if y'all are invested in that, in being well and getting well and doing all well things, consider giving. Links to give are below in the captions. That being said, let's go ahead and ground down through our seats. Let the crown of the head lift high to the sky. Allow yourself to come into your breath. It is the full moon in Gemini this evening, y'all, or I guess like today. So if you are around and you're here in Billings, and you're catching this, you can always come down to Thirsty Street and catch a flow with me and the crew over there. There's going to be an artist pop-up afterwards, so good times. And if not, you can just flow from the space in your own home. And like always, although this is going to be a full moon flow, honestly, you can do this flow, this moon flow at any time. So crown of the head lifts to the sky as you close your eyes. Allow yourself just to come into your breath. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Hold at the top and then exhale through the mouth. Again, big inhale through the nose. Hold. Exhale through the mouth. 3 more big breaths. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. Always starting off our practice from a space of gratitude. We give gratitude to the universe, so just recognizing an energy that's bigger than us, that we're still collectively a part of. Give gratitude to Indigenous peoples, the lands that we're seated upon. So here in Billings, it's the Northern Cheyenne and the Crow, the Salish, the Blackfoot, the Lakota tribes. And always reminding ourselves that land acknowledgement is just the first step in us coming into right relationship and doing the right thing. It goes thought, word, and then deed. Give gratitude for this earth. She reminds us that we live in a space of abundance rather than a space of scarcity, that we have everything that we need and that we ourselves are more than enough. Give gratitude for this practice of yoga, because it reminds us that we as human beings are innately good. We're kind and honest, generous and just. And give gratitude to Black and Brown people as the original creators, sustainers of this practice from a space of ahimsa, also known as nonviolent, or better to be known as loving action. Give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, to our own ancestors and our own lineage, recognizing our and their trials and triumphs, traumas, tribulations, and transgressions, and holding ourselves responsible for how we choose to repair and restore from damages that have been done, in order to build a peaceful and loving world for 7 generations and beyond. And if there's a person or persons, place or places that you'd like to dedicate your practice to today, you can draw them into your mind's eye. Take a nice deep inhale. Pull them all the way down into your heart center and then exhale. Send them love. Go ahead and slowly blink open your eyes. Allow yourself just to come back into your room and into your space. You can kind of casually glance around, just noticing any detailing that maybe you haven't noticed in a while. And then allow yourself just to kind of do some small circles with your heart and your chest. Moving forward for 3, 2, and 1, and then moving backwards for 3, for 2, and for 1. Bring yourself back into your center line, and then inhale, arms sweep high to the sky. Exhale, hands move down to your heart line. Your pelvic floor rises on your exhale, and your hands move down to meet your heart. Nice soft gaze into your fingertips. So full moons are days for celebration. Full moon in Gemini, right, in the season of Sagittarius, is the space where Sagittarius shoots as the archer, right, the centaur shoots the arrow into the heart of the scorpion. So all of that deep underworld like shit that we continue to come back to time and time again, these patterns that we continue to repeat that aren't necessarily good for us, us being mindful about those, and knowing that in order to move through that and to let it go, right, we have to understand it. So we just came out of that, and we're now in this space, right, and this full moon of Gemini, which is this beautiful story of Castor and Pollux. And essentially Pollux is immortal and Castor, they're twins, and Castor is mortal, and Pollux goes to Zeus and petitions for his brother to be immortal with him, and so they sit in the constellation in the sky. So that being said, us being reminded of both the divinity, right, and the mortality, the humanity that lives within us, and understanding, I heard another beautiful piece, that it's not the magic that lives in us, right, it's to understand that we are the magic, right, and so really tapping and tuning, right, into that by just being ourselves, being our authentic selves, and listening to intuition and our own space of guidance, as we move through this beautiful thing we call life. So slowly go ahead and rock onto your hands and knees, wrists are underneath your shoulders, shift your hips back and forth side to side, tops of the feet are flat to the mat. Exhale, round into your cat, and then inhale, heart and chest move forward into your cow. Check in with your hips again. Exhale, into your cat, and then inhale, into your cow. One more round. Exhale into your cat. Inhale into your cow. Go ahead and tuck your toes and then send your hips back and high into your first down dog. Pedal out through your heels. Pull up and in on your low belly. And then tiptoe your feet up to meet your hands, top of the mat. Let yourself hang heavy here. Maybe shake your head yes. Maybe shake your head no. Shift back and forth side to side. And then inhale, hands up the front part of the feet and shins flat back. Exhale, down and over the tops of the thighs. And then on your next inhale, sweep yourself all the way up to stand. Arms come high to the sky. Exhale, tense through your arms. I'm gonna shift and manage this a little bit, y'all. Okay. Go ahead and tense, and then exhale, close it all the way back up. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, sit yourself into chair pose, and then hands are gonna move down to your heart line. Step your left foot back behind you first, and then inhale. I'm not gonna mirror you guys on this one. Exhale, drop your back heel and bring yourself into your warrior two. Your front right ankle is stacked over your knee. You're gonna flip your palm and reach it forward as you spin it back. Put a bend in the knee and reach to the heart and the chest. Pull yourself up, hinge at your hip, bring yourself into your triangle pose, and hand comes to shin or to a block. And left hand comes high to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, pull yourself all the way up and turn your toes out, your heels in. Bring yourself into your star pose on the long edge side of your mat. Squat down into your goddess, and you can kind of shift and shimmy your hips back and forth side to side. Heart and chest stay lifted, arms tent. Exhale, take your hands down to the inside of your thighs, And then drop down through your right shoulder, turn and look up past your left. Again, you can kind of shift back and forth side to side and then lift through your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Turn and stack. Inhale, lift yourself back up, and then inhale, arms come high to the sky. Pivot on the heel of your right foot. You turn towards the back edge of your mat. Your left toes turn back. You're gonna hinge at your hip and reach. Hand to shin, triangle first on this side, opposite hand high to the sky. Lift through your heart and chest, ground down through your feet, but don't grip with your toes. Big inhale here. Exhale. Reverse your warrior and put a bend in the front knee as you pinwheel yourself back. Left fingertips reach. Hand can move down the back part of the thigh or can always come to the low part of the back. Big inhale here. Exhale, pull yourself all the way up. You're gonna turn all the way towards the back of the mat by pivoting on the ball of your right foot. Try not to grip with the toes. Big inhale here. Exhale. You're gonna put some buoyancy in your legs and you're gonna drive your right knee up to hip height. Big inhale here. And then you're gonna cross your right ankle over the top of your left knee and sit yourself down and into a standing chair, or excuse me, one-legged chair. There we go, figure four, y'all. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Take your right foot down to meet your left and then inhale, arms come high. Exhale, sit yourself back down into the chair. Same thing on this side. We're still moving, right? Counterclockwise, so hands come to heart center. Take your left foot back behind you. Inhale, arms come high. High crescent lunge. Exhale, drop your heel and bring yourself into your warrior two. Right knee is stacked over your ankle, moving towards your baby toe. Flip your front palm and reach. Send it back. Big inhale here. Exhale, pull yourself all the way up. Straighten through the front leg. Wrap your muscles around your bones and hinge your hip back. Hand comes to shin, opposite hand comes high to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, slowly pull yourself all the way up. Toes turn out, heels turn in, hands come high. Big inhale here. Exhale, squat yourself all the way down and into your goddess pose. Hold here. Hands come to the tops of your thighs. Press your legs away from each other. Turn and look out past your left shoulder as your right shoulder drops, and then inhale back through your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Turn and look out past your opposite shoulder. And then inhale back to your center. Arms come high. Turn your right toes in, your left toes out. You're gonna come into your triangle pose right away. So hands come down to your shoulder height. Hinge your right hip back as left fingertips reach and hand comes to shin, opposite hand comes high to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, put a bend in the front knee as you pinwheel yourself back into your warrior or your reversed warrior two. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly bring yourself all the way up. Turn and pivot on the ball of that back right foot. Arms come high to the sky. And then exhale, step. Your right knee all the way up to your hip height. Cross your right ankle over the top of your left thigh. Bring yourself down into your standing figure four. And then inhale, bring it all the way back up. Right foot steps down. Same thing, we're gonna move to the right this time. So clockwise, I'm gonna put in archer because I forgot to in the first round. So inhale, sweep yourself into your chair pose. Exhale, hands move down to your heart line and you're gonna step your right foot back behind you. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, drop your back heel and bring yourself into your warrior two, and then archer. Right hand comes up to meet your left and you pull your arm back and then release, hand comes back to reach. Inhale, exhale, two more. Inhale back, exhale forward, inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale, drive it back and then shoot it high. Big inhale here. Exhale, pull yourself all the way up, straighten through that right arm, hinge at the hip, hand comes high. Hold here, big inhale. Exhale, pull yourself all the way up, toes turn out, heels turn in, bring yourself down into your goddess, hands down to the tops of the thighs. Turn and look out past your right shoulder or your left shoulder, your right shoulder drops, and then inhale back through your center. Same thing on that opposite side. Inhale back to your center line, inhale, arms high. And then turn on the heel, bring yourself into your triangle pose, reach through the fingertips, hand to shin, opposite hand high to the sky, big inhale here. Exhale. Take it back into your reverse warrior, big inhale, and then pull yourself forward. And this time, left hand comes to meet, pull it back. Exhale. Pull it back. Exhale. 2 more, pull it back. Exhale. Last time, pull it back. Exhale. Turn and pivot on the ball of the foot, arms come high. Drive your left knee up to your hip height, cross the ankle. Bring yourself down into that figure 4, and then inhale, arms come high, foot steps back. Same thing, moving back toward the top of the mat. So inhale, sweep yourself into your chair pose. Exhale, hands move down to your heart line. Step your right foot back behind you. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, bring yourself into your warrior 2. Left palm to center line. Right hand comes to meet it. Inhale, pull it back. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale back. Exhale. Last one. Inhale back. Exhale. Inhale, shoot it high. Take it into your reverse warrior. Big inhale. And then slowly straighten through the front leg, hinge the hip back, straighten through the right arm. Left hand comes to shin, right hand comes high to sky. Exhale, pull yourself all the way up. Toes turn out, heels turn in, star pose. Big inhale, exhale, squat it down into your goddess. Hands come down to the tops of the thighs. Drop down through your right shoulder, look out past your left. Inhale through your center line, drop down through your left shoulder, look out past your right. Inhale, bring it back. Arms come high. Turn and pivot on the heel of that back foot, heel of the front. Put a bend in your front knee and then straighten it out. Take it back into your reverse warrior. Big inhale. Pull yourself up. Come into your triangle pose. Hand to shin, opposite hand, high to the sky. Exhale. Pull yourself up. Last round of archer. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Last one. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale, pivot on the ball of that back foot. Both hands come high. Lift your left leg to hip height. So knee hip height. Left ankle comes over the top of your right thigh into a standing figure 4. Big inhale here. Lift through the heart and chest as you sit your hips down. Try not to grip with your toes. And then ground down through the foot as you drop your left foot down to meet your right. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, down and over. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, palms plant. Steps